Yes, people. Welcome back to another stream. Let me just double check you can hear me. Hang on, I can't see my thing. Hello. Yes, you can hear me. Buzzing. Yes, people. Welcome back to another stream. It is Jamal Musiala season, which is actually insane. It's big news. It is big news. So big up to everyone already in the chat. If you haven't already, do us a favor, hit the like button, subscribe channel if you are new. Now, right? Don't get me. I'll get as gas for this just as much as the next guy, yeah. And we'll all get on board and decide what we want to do with this, yeah. But at the same time, City have just lost a game yesterday, and this coming out absolutely stinks. If you don't know, right, something that City typically do is they when we lose a big game or there's a bit of negativity around the club. Hence yesterday, pretty big. What they'll do is they'll go, right, yeah, leak a bit of this, sprinkle a bit of that out there, put that into the atmosphere, let the fans get gassed a little bit and revive a little bit of life back into the fans. So that's what this stinks of, in my opinion. However, it is Jacob Steinberg from The Guardian, pretty decent source, and I'm willing to have the conversation about it, and I'm willing to get gassed because it's Musiala at the end of the day. He's an incredible talent, and I think it's worth the conversation. I think he'll be on a list. People have been asking for us to look at this guy for ages and to get on board with this. And I think this is the perfect guy for this City team. I think Pep does want to put some. We know with the targets already linked with that, he wants to put some midfield energy, like a bit of refreshment in there. And I think Musiala would be sick. Big up to people in the chat. Yes, Lauren. Slowpoke. What? Yes, Bogey. Yes, Bogey says not recovered from yesterday. Cheer me up, JP. I'll do my best, mate. I will do my best. Obviously, yesterday was honestly dreadful. I felt worse after the stream. I felt like a bag of shit. I feel like shit, but it is what it is. Is what it is. We can't change that now. I'm all about kind of my mindset now is moving forward. We've got a show with Mancunian Way Martin later on, and we can obviously dissect a bit of a therapy session with Martin, and try and see how we go forward after the Champions League loss. I cannot continue, but for me personally, I'm very much trying to copium, innit? I'm just trying to think forward, not think too much about what happened last night. So yeah, I've not really could from it. I'm just kind of pushed it to the back of my brain. Yes, Money FO, mate. I was. That's exactly what I was saying, but it does stink of this is only coming out because we lost yesterday. Yes, B, mate. Also, Carlington. Yes, Carlington, mate. Big up. B versus the Kev replacement, but Musiala is the goal-scoring attacker. We need G, Musiala, and A, Verts together, G and A. Now, I don't see us getting both Musiala and Verts. I think that would be a lot of money, and I don't see us running for both. But what I could see is Florian Verts going to Bayern Munich and Musiala coming to us. I could see that. If Musiala wanted to leave Bayern and wanted to do something different, Verts going there would make sense. Us getting Musiala makes sense. I think it's good. He's very good at driving on the ball going forward. I think that through the midfield, I think it'd be really good. We've seen how impactful, like Jeremy Doku, when he's got the ball driving forward, like when he cuts in through the middle. We've seen Jack Grealish, sometimes he gets the freedom to roam in the middle and drive forward. I think having that ball player can go forward with it. I think Musiala is a very good prospect and he's already very good at it. Musiala is very consistent. We need someone like him. Yeah, definitely. Why is City trying to sign a Chelsea Academy player again, Jesse Jules? Mate, I mean, I'm all for it. And yeah, Lauren, WrestleMania did cheer me up last night. I watched WrestleMania from the weekend and I got gassed, you know. I felt like a kid again, you know, watching that. Like, it would run it back, man. I was like watching like, yo, this is sick. Yes, it's FT fault. I don't know. I think Musiala only works if we allow him and Foden free rolls and allow them to move fluidly. Otherwise, it's a weird choice with Foden. I think you could basically play Foden and yeah, it is a weird choice when you think about it, actually. Foden would basically play playing on the wing because we're not going to have Bernardo Silva because in my opinion he's gone. We're not going to have Bernardo Silva, so I think you could have Musiala playing in the middle and then Foden on the wing, kind of like what we do with Bernardo and Foden, but then switch them about. It's just, do you want more Foden winger? Or are we thinking as a club long term? Are we thinking long term and thinking of Kev replacement mode? Yes, MCFC mates with a 36 AED. Big up, mate. He says, I kept thinking Musiala news was waffle, but there's way too much noise now. I definitely think there's a possibility. Petta for Bernardo and Musiala for KDB long term. You just said exactly what was in my brain, mate. Musiala for KDB long term. Paqueta's the Bernardo replacement for now. I do believe. Thing is, right. This is the situation. I believe that we will sign Petta and another midfielder. I don't believe we'll sign Florian Wirtz and another and Musiala, if that makes sense. I don't think we'd get both Musiala and Wirtz, but I do think we'd get Petta and Musiala. I think we could see that, genuinely. Yeah, I appreciate a super chat, bro, but yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth, innit? Took the words right out of my mouth. Yeah, so it is what it is. But because this Chelsea Academy player is world-class player, is a whole going to play. Exactly, B. This Chelsea Academy player is incredible. He's smashing it. He's absolutely smashing it. Big up Torsif, mate. Bud guy, I see you in the chat. I know you'd be... Bud guy, oh, no, right, just as a side note, yeah? Did anyone see United tweet last night? We got knocked out, and they tweeted, like, a shithouse tweet, trying to think, like, ooh, look at us. But in a little Wembley tweet, United standing like, ooh, my admin. We're at Wembley as well. What are you talking about? We're at Wembley this weekend as well. In the FA Cup, in the semi-final. What are United talking about? Like, it didn't make sense. They were like, see you at Wembley. We'll see you at Wembley. Brother. It made no sense to me. I seen it last night, I was like, if they were at Wembley and we weren't, like, for the FA Cup, I'd get it. But, nah, ain't it. Yeah, B. City does want to sell Cancelo's highest bidder. That is definitely the way it's going. Yes, it's Ollie, mate. Surely signing Musiala, Paqueta, Frimpong, Kimmich isn't realistic. It's not. But I think we've got a lot of outgoings. Balotelli, yes, bro. I think we've got quite a few outgoings this summer. I think you could potentially see like high profile winger leave. I don't know if that's Bernardo Silva, if he's that high-profile winger or not. But I think Bernardo Silva's definitely gone. Musiala, for me, still feels like a stretch. I know Jacob Steinberg's now come out. This is the exact quotes. He said that City planning a big push to sign Bayern Munich's Jamal Musiala this summer, with Pep wanting more options in attacking midfield. The 21-year-old is emerging as his top target, right? Get it? Attacking midfield-wise, obviously, that'd kind of say to me that Nunes is done. I mean, we've not really seen too much of Nunes yet. And then, yeah, he also says that he goes on to say City's interest in Musiala is advanced, and at the front of the queue for the attacking midfielder, Chelsea are also monitoring the situation. Yes, Ethan, mate. Yeah, I think Nunes. I think Nunes gone. Especially I get a Portuguese fraud out my club. I think Nunes will be gone. I don't think that City have seen. Maybe it's something in training or something, but they've not really seen. Or I know he's not really had the chance. The thing is with Nunes, yeah, he shows me glimpses of being an incredible player at City. I think if he was given the time, I think Matheus Nunes would do really well at City. Now, I don't think obviously we've seen he's already not getting given that time. Kovacic will stay. He's getting enough game time. I don't think Nunes is. Nunes could potentially make way for another player, but it's a weird one. It is a weird one. Like all they're saying then, like to throw all these players in. Kimmich is a realistic signing. That's a realistic target, Kimmich. Because obviously, we've lost Calvin Phillips. It'd be a good backup and also covers that right back spot as well if needed. Now, I don't think Frimpong, I'd love us to go for Frimpong, but I don't know if we do. You know what this club are like with fullbacks? I don't think we go for Frimpong. So maybe that's what they're thinking. Like, they use Kimmich as basically utility in them two positions, right back and CDM, when needed to cover for Rodri. Then you've got Bernardo Silva leaving. Paqueta comes in to replace Bernardo Silva. And then obviously signing another attacking midfielder helps us out massively. But then the issue is we signed another attacking midfielder. You got Phil Foden on the wing, who is an attacking midfielder. So it's so difficult. Like, would you rather sign another winger and get Phil Foden mid and use him as the new attacking midfielder? But honestly, it's a mess. It's a mess. It's basically just like scattergun. Let's get loads. Yeah, B, I seen that. Craig Party Time saying that City going to sign 6 players: a left back, a right back, a CDM, a cam, a winger, and a goalkeeper. Ortega's gone. We could go get a winger. Obviously, Bernardo Silva. Petta can be utilised a bit further forward, potentially. A cam, Musiala, CDM, Kimmich, right back or left back. You know what I mean? Any of them. But yeah, then he says there, Rico Lewis is good there, so no need for Frimpong. I like Rico Lewis. The lighting looks perfect, bro. Oh, it's about time. It's about time. Should have seen me and Ollie yesterday having a nightmare trying to figure it out. I appreciate that, Carlington, though, mate. It's just a bit of a mess at the moment. It's just a bit of a mess. But, like I say, the Jacob Steinberg has come out and said this. It does, I reiterate, it does stink of City being knocked out. Let's give the fans something to be positive about for the next 2 days until we play Chelsea. That's kind of what it stinks. That's kind of what I can just envision that, like, because the club do that. JP, when you do solo stuff, I think this is the perfect setup. Thanks, mate. I've made it like I've angled the main camera just this way a little bit, so we've still got printer. We've got like it's like a little nice little zone we're in. We need to take the lights behind these. That's the next step before Chelsea. Bud guy, yeah, I have seen the links to United going for Frimpong as well. I have seen those links, so he's not just pulling out his ass, which, as far as the Bud guy goes, you'd imagine. You know what was funny last night, right? For copium last night to try to get over the Real Madrid game. I sat here in the shed by myself. Freddie and Ollie have gone. Sat here, and FIFA was still on the screen, and I just went, you know what? I'll go on FIFA, and because of the FIFA stream that we did the other day, bare people have added me on PlayStation, and I can't remember his name. Is it Ragu? CJ Ragu he's called, right? And I just invited him to a game of FIFA because he's like one of our viewers, and fair to say, he absolutely battered me. Every game. I was like, usually I don't touch it. I was like, I'll play this to take my mind off it. Guy battered me 5 games or 4 games in a row, and I was like, I've had enough. I won 1 game and shit housed it and left. I was like, dipped out rapid. I was like, yeah, I'm taking that. I'll take that win. It's in a bit. But yeah, that was my way of getting over the Madrid thing last night. But I think Musiala is definitely an option for us. It's expensive, is what I'd say. It's an expensive summer that we're gearing up for. Like, Petta costs £85 million release clause. Don't see us messing about. I think we'll full send that. So £85 million straight in the bag for Petta, just like that. But 50 million gone anyway for Bernardo Silva, but we get 85 million for Petta. Then you're looking at Kimmich. Kimmich will cost quite a bit. In fact, not too much, actually, because I'm sure he's only got 1 year left. People are saying like 30 mil for Kimmich, which is pretty mad. But Kimmich, then obviously Musiala. What price tag are you putting on Musiala? Like, chat, right now, if you can think, Musiala, what is your price tag? B, I'm thinking over 100 million. I think over 100 million, definitely. His stats this season, by the way, if I can get for his current season. His stats this season. Sub-navigation. Let's go. Current season stats. 85, 120 says Finn. Matthew French, 120. Ewan says 150 to 170. Jamal, 12. Or 112. 150, 101 million. Just for the extra mil in it. Frimpong has a 35 million. Yeah, I seen that, Ryan. That's why I think we will be interested. 70 million with add-ons. I think you're going to have to pay more than £70 million for Musiala. 300, Nick. That's heavy. 150 mil. 115 because it'd be funny. Yeah. Devious Stucky, why is Oscar on the bench when he's lethal in the box? I just think City are taking the time with Oscar Bob and not rushing him in too soon. Dream on, lads, he doesn't want yous. I think he'd be open to it. I definitely think he'd be open to it. Right, so Musiala's season so far, 36 games. He's got 12 goals, 7 assists. I mean, 19 GNA. Decent. But is it 115? Transfer marks, and obviously transfer marks values are all over the gaff. Transfer marks have got him valued at 110 million euros. Yeah, Cal will be about 110, 100 to 120 million. I think you're going to have to pay between 100 to 120 million. I agree. And hey, Jordy Potty, when you're leaving City Extra, I mean, given the fact that it's my full-time job and it's also my baby, like, I'm not leaving City Extra. Like, it's like me, Freddie, and Ollie, know, innit? Like, I ain't leaving it. Like, brother, we built this. A captain will go down with the ship. Yeah. Ollie's leaving next. He can try, mate. I'm going to lock him in. Neil Butter, yes, hi, Jordan. Blink 182, we both went out. Yeah. Awful football last night, but at least Arsenal going to win the Premier League. Dream on, Neil, mate. I say dream on, but it's going to be a good title race. I don't like Arsenal fans that... I mean, not I don't like Arsenal fans. That's not a statement. But I don't like Arsenal fans who are now coming out in this defeatist mentality. Do you know what I mean? What is all this defeatist mentality about that I keep seeing from Liverpool and Arsenal fans? Like, back your team. You're only 2 points behind us. Arsenal 2 points behind us. Liverpool are what? 1 point behind or whatever it is. Mate, just back your team. The season ain't over yet. We've still got Spurs away. Arsenal, actually, are in the worst scenario given the fixtures going up. So I do think that Arsenal will finish third in this. However, I still back it. You still got to back your team, you know what I mean? It's the wrong energy to have. If you become defeatist, then that's just going to translate through to your team. Yes, off Meta Professor. Big up, mates. Thank you for the super chat, Roy. He says, prefer Wirtz to Musiala. Wirtz has the killer pass. Wirtz is a very, very, very good player as well. A very good player. Admittedly, I need to watch more of him, but from what I have seen, and from like, I know compilations and that aren't the best, but stats-wise, he's doing bits. Obviously, he's mega in that side as well. He's going to have the Euros. Leverkusen have actually done bits. Last year, they were getting offers for Wirtz. Is it Leverkusen? Last year, they were getting offers for Wirtz, and they said, nah, we need him to cook for 1 more year. Do you know what I mean? The chicken's still raw, mate. I need to cook it a little bit longer to get that prime time chicken. And then we can put the peri-peri seasoning on it. That's the Euros. The peri-peri seasoning on it. And it'll be nice. And people, you know what I mean? That is basically what they've done. That is exactly what they've done. Because they let him cook for another year. He's done bits, and now he's going to go to Euros, where they're going to hope that he does even more. Then after the Euros, it's chilling. And then they can get big cash for him. 115 mil is the minimum they want for him. I reckon they'll want about 120 mil for Wirtz. They'll want big cash for him. They'll want big. If he smashes it in the Euros, mate, honestly, they've played it so well. They've played it so well. You finally look less red now. I know I'm starting to look a little bit tan. Starting to look a little bit tan, aren't I? Which is good. Although, look at this. That is a crime. I look like I've got someone else's head on, you know what I mean? Like, I need to go on the sunbeds, me. This is criminally pale now. We know what Jordan's having for tea tonight. Yeah. Yes, go flip, mate. Good to see you, man. I've watched the stream in a good while. Yeah, mate, it's a new set. I'd show you it all. We need to do a set tour, really. But we do have a new set. There's like loads more of these City shirts. There's 5 City shirts going this way. When the Euros come, we're going to change them all to thingy. Still see the sunglasses, Mark? Yeah, this. That's my go faster stripe. Mate, I'm playing football tonight. Watch how fast I go with this. Telling you. This is going to be a a new trend, this. I'm going to be absolutely rapid. Bogey says that Frimpong has a £34 million release clause. We should really go for him. I completely agree, mate. I completely agree. I back it. Does City back it? I don't know because we're completely like allergic to signing fullbacks. We've got Rico Lewis there. Kyle Walker's going to stay. I still believe we need backup there because Rico Lewis is basically more of a midfielder. I just don't. I think we'll prioritise other positions first. I think we'll prioritise a CDM. We'll prioritise a cam, winger as well. Now Petta, I think you could push Petta forward a little bit. Yes, Akshat, mate, with a 200 super chat. Big up, mate. Appreciated as always. Says, firstly, it's always good. It's always great to hop into the stream. Keep up the good work. Cheers, mate. As per rumours, Bayern have priced Musiala 150 million. Getting Frimpong will be beneficial as he's categorised under homegrown talent. That's very true and something that people shouldn't overlook, especially for the price. If you can get him for £35 million and he's a homegrown talent, makes sense. I'm cooking with that. I genuinely want Frimpong at this football club. He's smashing it. But I'm just NA with the 5. Machine go brrr, machine go brrr. I'm guessing you mean this. You'd have to put a lot more hours on it to get a bigger printout. Yeah, big up NA, mate. That's a funny super chat, that. So appreciate the super chats and that. 100 mil and Phillips. I mean, I think Phillips had put a minus on it. Yeah, so I'm as you can tell, I'm actually in good spirits after last night. I know, and that's not what really. Yes, great party time, mate. How are you doing, mate? Any few weeks questions? Questions are: do you believe the Musiala stuff? Great party time. Is this your thing? Mancunian Way still waiting for you to invite into the set, mate. It's happening. 2 things as well, like not just that. Which I mean, we can talk about tonight and that, but still. But people that don't know, obviously, I did say before, but Musiala does. Martin Musiala, Mancunian Way, is going to be on the channel tonight, and we can have a little bit more copium then for Madrid, and we can see what his thoughts are in that. Big up to Vasco. Yes, Vasco, mate. He says, I'm not a bloody economist, mate. I don't care. Finances are money. Sign verse now. Yes. It's not my money. It's not your money. So we may as well spend it. Do you know what I mean? Bro looks happy that we lost yesterday. I'm not going to lie, right? I'm actually really upset that we lost yesterday. I was gutted. I even tweeted, mate, saying that I was gutted. And I never tweet. If you see me tweet, right, it's usually when I'm pissed and saying something like MCFC beer monsters, which makes no sense. Honestly, I genuinely don't tweet that. I just put my thoughts on it. Like I was upset yesterday. Really upset. It was gutting. Heartbreak to go out of the Champions League like that, especially when we didn't go out in normal time or get battered. We went out in a situation where they didn't even play better than us. It wasn't the better team won. We went out to penalties. It was just one of them, innit? We just like dead. Is what it is. But this chat like now, this is helping, and obviously Musiala talk is good. It's a good distraction, really. I think that's why City have put this out. I would say we are interested. I don't think it's bullshit. I think we are interested, but it's very, very nicely timed, I'd say, for City. Yes, great party time. He has said, yes, Musiala is of City interest. Although all the info City are giving out, they don't believe he's on the market this summer as he's got a contract till 2026, plus the option for another year. Yeah, so that'd make sense. Maybe that's what they're thinking then. Maybe we're just interested in Musiala now, and then more long term, maybe like a next year prospect, we go get Petta and things. Neil, yes, with the 2. Sits title like JP Trip, mugged, burn, and no entry. Yeah, very much. Upset but proud of them. Yeah, fact. I'm proud of the boys, definitely. I'm proud of the boys and everything, and I think at the time, I think it's very easy to think disaster in that. But we are in a semi-final of the FA Cup, and I know there's no guarantee that we go through in that, but still, we're in the semi-final of an FA Cup, and we're in the Premier League title race. My thing right now, which I didn't realise until yesterday, we can't win a trophy until the Premier League. Obviously, I know that's not given, but the next trophy that we can win is the Premier League. The next title that we could see City lift is the Premier League. That, which, when I heard that, I was like... And to be fair, it was the same when we was in the Champions League. But when hearing that, I was like, oh, that's a long time away, that. It feels like ages off when you say it like that. But, you know what I mean? It's I'm strapped in. I'm ready for the race. But, guy, you're bottling the Prem. Mate, you couldn't even bottle the Prem if you wanted to. You aren't even in these races. I genuinely think you could bottle the Prem. Well, yeah, all three of the teams. I don't know what language that was then. All three of the teams could genuinely bottle the Prem. You are right. Yes, Neil, buttery mate. I appreciate the super chat, Neil, as well. Which end should I sit in Saturday, Jordy? New club or old one? Depends which way you want to go with it, mate. I mean, you could always get half and half scarf and then switch. Maybe get 2 tickets and switch at half time. Whichever way it's going, you switch it round, innit? Yes, Akshat, mate, with a super chat. It says, would you take Ario? If Barca wants both Bernardo and Cancelo, since this season we're not strong defensively, and then exchange Akanji to bring down Paqueta's price... I don't think City... Personally, I don't want us to. And I don't think City sell Akanji. I don't think we get rid of Akanji in the slightest. Araujo... People are saying that it wasn't a red in his game the other day. I know he's been decent for Barca. People saying it wasn't a red. I think it was a red. I think there was no intention to play the ball. He's the last man. There's no double jeopardy in... There's no double jeopardy in there. So, it's a red card for that game. But, I honestly, I don't think we sell Akanji. Akanji was a £50 million signing who's doing bits for us. I don't see us selling him. I think centre-backs is the least of our concerns right now. I know that we've had a shaky defence this season, so you could say it is a concern. But Stones, Haaland... No, I don't know why I'm saying Haaland. Stones, Diaz, Akanji, Vardiol, Ake. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't think there's any room in it. There's a room for a fullback. I mean, we're desperate for fullback. We're dried out in fullback territory. We are screaming for a fullback. We are thirsty as anything for fullbacks. But it's just not it. But yeah, actually, mate, I just don't see it. I just don't see us getting... I think Cancelo and Bernardo both in Barcelona, I think you could see. Araujo, maybe City will look at that, because obviously they don't have really a lot of money. City could look at ways they want to do it, but yeah, not sure. Craig Pie Time says, I do feel this summer could see a formation change for some games, 3-5-2 with wing-backs, if they sign the players they want against low-block teams. Imagine Stones right centre-back, Diaz centre-back, Vardy left centre-back. Craig Party Time, I can see that definitely. Do you remember when we signed... yes, Neil Buttery, mate. I did see your message a second ago as well, saying, Big John, I respect you 100% and known you before City Extra and banging tunes on Demcast. Yes, mate. I appreciate it, Neil, man. And I'd say good luck in the title race, mate, but I just don't mean it. Well, big Neil, mate. Yeah, I could see us going with a 3-5-2. Do you remember when we had Ben Mendy? And a lot of people don't want to remember when we had Ben Mendy, but when he first started at City, Ben Mendy, before he was injured, and we played him as the wing-back... Mate, he was rocking assists him, you know? He was rocking assists. So you could see that. I think Pep would like that formation as well. Branthwaite from Everton. Is it Everton? Or am I chatting? Very good player. Very good player. I think a lot of clubs will be after him this summer. City could have both Frimpong and Yankuto if he signs a new deal. Pepper's wanted to go 3-5-2 since many days. That's exactly what I was saying, Craig. Exactly what I was saying. I'm glad you backed that. Exactly what I was saying. Pep likes that system with the 3-5-2 because against a low block, it's ideal for us. And obviously, then you're having Diaz, Vardy or Stones as your centre backs, mate. I'm all for it. The only thing that you got to do then is it's your attacking options that you're obviously going to lose out in, but we'd have to wait and see. But if he gets Frimpong in, I can definitely see it. Jan Kuto, I think it'd be good. I know there's a little bit of talk about his contract and that, and he's not really sure what to do, but yeah, if he gets 3 players in centre midfield, 2 attackers, yeah, you basically have your 3 midfielders then, which Rodri's a standard in there. Then you can have your Kevin De Bruyne in there. So Rodri, Kev, and then Foden. 2 attackers being Haaland and Alvarez. But difficult, isn't it? It's difficult to try and predict that kind of way, because then you're missing out on Jack Grealish, Doku. But then obviously a Petta in there. Haaland Alvarez combination would come to life. Haaland and Alvarez, right? Them combining. Do you know what I mean? Dzeko and Aguero days. Run it back. Give it me. Inject it. Ortega, big game needed. Yeah. Ortega he will more likely play on Saturday, you'd imagine. Anyway. He'll more likely play, so is what it is. Evan says, who do you think will leave Jordi Party? I think, obviously, Calvin Phillips will leave if we can get rid of him. Cancelo will leave, obviously. Bernardo Silva will leave, I think, just on the basis that he's got a £50 million buyout clause in his contract. And we've basically been promising him to leave for years. I think high-profile winger to leave. I don't know if that's Bernardo Silva, but there's rumours. Do you know what I mean? There's rumours. Also, yes, Martin, mate. Hope you're good. Enjoy the rest of your day, mate. And I'll obviously we'll see you on a stream later on. Big up, Martin, mate. Also, can I just say, the order of them penalties last night was bullshit. And not to just bring everyone down again to think about last night, but no one in our football club saves penalties off Ederson. Pep has said this before. Nobody. He scores every single time he takes a pen. Obviously, he stepped up last night and I was like, whoa, as if Ederson's actually taking a pen. Then seeing his pen, I was like, he should have been at least second. He should have been second. Do you know what I mean? He should have been up there with the early Donnies. Second or third should have definitely been Ederson, man. But anyway, not to dwell on it. It is what it is. Sorry, Bernardo, mate, but I actually wanted Bernardo to go down the middle as well, but not like that. That's not how you go down the middle. Available this summer. There you go. Oh, yeah, there you go. Craig has been nice to just type out a list of players that could leave. Gomez, obviously Sergio Gomez, he'll go. Cancelo is gone. Phillips, gone. McAtee will definitely be available. Don't see him coming back and making an impact, especially with the midfielders that we are trying to sign. Delap, he'd never had a chance at City. Kabore, he'll be gone. Tommy Doyle, I reckon he'll go as well, definitely. Callum Doyle, I know he's got a big talent. I think we'll let him go and get a release clause in there. And then, obviously, Bernardo Silva. Yeah. KDB gone, bug guy. KDB won't go. I know there's rumours to Saudi and that, but KDB ain't going to go. No Nunes. The thing is with Nunes, I think it all rests on if the club want to cut ties with him already, because I feel sorry for Nunes because he's not had enough game time to allow him to really get into it. Like, there's over 100 million there. Easy, Balotelli, mate. You add that to the chest and the war chest, and you're good to go, mate. So we're selling the youngest players and keeping the oldest, JT. But it's not just selling the youngest players, it's selling the players that won't make it. Callum Doyle will get on a buyback. Because of the loan thing, the loan rule that they brought in, you can't just loan out bare players anymore. Do you remember Chelsea when they had about fucking 50 players on loan? So they brought that rule in. You can't do that anymore. So what teams tend to do now, especially City, with the amount of players that we're getting, we sell the players and put release clauses in there, like Lavia, things like that, to have the option to bring them back. Callum Doyle, I think we'll do. I think we'll sell him and have that option to buy back. Tommy Doyle, I'm not so sure if we do the same thing with Tommy Doyle. I think Tommy Doyle might just go on a permanent. Yeah, so that's it. And then obviously, like your Sergio Gomez ain't going to make it at City. He's not good enough. And then obviously we will be bringing in younger talents as well. Obviously, Paqueta's not he's not that old, isn't he? I mean, how old is Petta now? 26, 27, something like that. So, but the young talent-wise, obviously getting Frimpong in there, and then we've got young players in the squad already. Vardy, we just signed, he's 21. Do you know what I mean? Haaland's only 23. Phil Foden's only 23. Doku's 21. We have young players already. I'm not sure how old Nunes is, but Musiala as well. Musiala, if we were to sign him, obviously, like Craig Party Time said, if he was available on the market, like... Craig Party, obviously, Ortega will go as well. Ortega, yeah. Savio, he's 19 to 20. Tommy Doyle has a clause to leave, 5.5 million with 50% selling clause. There you go. Someone said Paqueta won't be charged free in time for summer. Well, that's something that the club are waiting for, isn't it? To see if he is going to be have any charges. Because if he's still got the charges in summer, then City will pivot elsewhere. Kovacic, Ortega, Couto, Taylor Howard-Bellis will be available if they don't want to sign. Oh no, Kovacic, not Kovacic. Sorry. Can we have 8 loans out? Yeah. We also have a problem with Samatra. But yeah, that's the thing in it. We can only have eight players loaned out, so you have to kind of sell. Echeverri, I think Echeverri is going back on loan to Girona, I'm sure. Danny Olmo, I forgot you said Danny Olmo, Craig Party Time. Right, so I know it's a Musiala stream, but we have kind of just veered off. We have spoke about Musiala. If people just coming in now, do us a favour, hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. We're just having a general chat about City transfers right now, but the main, obviously, tagline is... Jamal Musiala is at the top of City's list for attacking midfielders. They're monitoring him, and obviously they want to sign him, but whether that happens or not is different. This is all on Jacob Steinberg from The Guardian. And we're just kind of pivoting off in different positions. So the general consensus was people would like Musiala, but a lot of people were saying that they prefer Wirtz. Big up to Akshat again. Yes, it's Akshat, mate. Appreciate the super chat. Jan Couto's offered himself to Madrid. His dream. Now, Jan Couto, I've seen there is a few things about Jan Couto and his... Because City tried to tie him down to a new contract. I'm pretty certain. I could be wrong in that. Craig Parton would probably correct me if I'm wrong. But I'm pretty sure that they're trying to sign Jan Couto down to a new contract and get him back to the football club. Now, if we can do that, I think... the thing is, for Jan Couto, I was just about to say that if he can do that, he'll try and make a name in the team. He seems just very light to me. Now, I don't know if I'm the one that thinks this. He's a very lightweight player. Now, obviously, that's not damning and everything, but we've seen Rico Lewis get muscle off the ball quite a bit. I'm not sure, man. Not sure. I love Frimpong. Frimpong will be sick. Jan Couto will be sick as well, to be fair. He's having a great season. Outside of football market, City choose Olmo. I'm not saying he's a bad player, but you wouldn't see Real Madrid signing players like that, shaking my head. Olmo is a weird one. Danny Olmo, agent and father, was at City game last night and met with Cheeky on Tuesday. Wages and contract agreed. City can sign for a release clause of 60 mil, but negotiating terms. Now that makes sense. Because if we can sign him cheap, City love that. Release clause, mate, that's Cheeky's crack, that, mate. He's like, release clause, inject that in. Do you know what I mean? He loves it. He loves a release clause. So he'll be all over that. Paqueta release clause. Danny Olmo release clause. But if we were to sign Danny Olmo, does that mean is there a chance that Jack Grealish leaves this football club this summer? Is there a chance that Jack Grealish leaves Man City? I don't want him to. He's in my strongest City 11. Olmo would be signed for Bernardo replacement, as he can play right wing, left wing midfield and a false 9. The thing is, if Olmo is signed... If we're genuinely... I think what City might be doing here, we're lining up Olmo in case Paqueta falls through. That's the only explanation that I can get for it. If Paqueta falls through, then we can go get Olmo. Because Paqueta's obviously, he's our Bernardo replacement. But then if this whole yellow card thing isn't washed until summer, then the City might just go, you know what, we've already lined up Olmo, as opposed to not put all eggs in one basket kind of thing. You know what I mean? It's interesting conversations, man. It's interesting. I love seeing people's opinions. There was what about Yano Neves? Yeah, there was rumors about Yano Neves. He's an expensive player, very good talent though. Very good talent. The understanding at the moment is that Petta is not going to be cleared this summer, as it took 17 months for clearing Granit Xhaka. So there you go. Then that's why Dani Olmo. That's why Dani Olmo. 47. He left and made his own channel, mate. He left. Nothing. He didn't get sacked. He didn't get fired. Anything like this. He left. Wanted to leave. Made his own channel. Did his own thing. Yeah, that makes sense then. If that's the case, then if Paqueta's not going to be cleared, then Dani Olmo, if we can get him for £60 million on a release clause, boom, straight in. Yes, Rob Middleton with a super chat. Big up, mates. Massively appreciated, brother. And no message in it, so I don't know if you want to put a message. I'll read it out, you know what I mean? Unless you're trying to cancel me. Then I'm not going to read that one out, or I might. Off Meta Professor again, big up, mate, with a super chat to the fives. They said, out. So these are the players going out in Off Meta Professor's world. Bernardo, Cancelo, Phillips, Ortega. In, Paqueta, Wirtz, Kimmich, and Branthwaite for me. Maybe Wolves. Oh yeah, the Wolves. Aït-Nouri from Wolves, the left back. We've been linked with Aït-Nouri for years. He's very, very, very attacking. Or Frimpong for fullback. Aït-Nouri or Frimpong. The thing is, can we not just sign Paqueta anyway? I just want to get Paqueta anyway at this point. Like, have you seen him? The guy's balling out week in, week out. But yeah, Ortega, I think he'll definitely leave. He deserves to be number one somewhere. We've had this conversation many times, and I think he'll know that he deserves to be number one somewhere. Calvin Phillips is gone. Cancelo gone. Bernardo Silva, in my opinion, is gone as well. Wirtz and Paqueta would be madness. Kimmich as well would be crazy. They're driving like big signings. Those big signings. And Branthwaite is a very, very good, player. Wow, Andrew, mate. That Wolves fella isn't great. He's aight. That is terrible. Haaland to left back, yeah. Great price tag, not 60 million, it's 6 million euros, but she can negotiate with Leipzig, so maybe a bit less. Obviously, good relationship with City. Yeah, do you know what I mean? We had that whole Angelino saga with him and that. Yeah, time him out. I'll get my coat. Yeah, you probably should, Andrew, mate. After that, mate, definitely. Flaws. Yes, Flaws, mate. Appreciate the super chat, brother. Says, is this not just a ploy for a better contract? Could be. It could be. It could be a ploy for a better contract. It could be City just putting this out there because we lost yesterday and got knocked out, so make fans happy by giving transfer news. Do you know what I mean? Feed the pigeons, do you know what I mean? And just give them something to be happy about. But yeah, it could just be that. But like I say, I think we are interested. I just don't know if it'll definitely be on the list. I don't know how serious it is. Akshat, yes, there's Akshat with a super chat as well. So City to offer Alvarez to Real Madrid for Rodrigo. I don't see it. I like Rodrigo. I think he's a really good player. I'd love to have Rodrigo in the City side, don't get me wrong. Don't see it. I think City will try their best to keep hold of Alvarez. I think it's all on Alvarez wanting to leave. At the moment, obviously, I think City are more focused on like revamping this midfield. Revamping this midfield is where we're looking at it. Not, let's go get new strikers, swap out strikers. Now, if Alvarez wants to leave, that's a different scenario. Craig says, you're right regarding Yankuto. He's been offered a third deal by City, which he hasn't signed as yet. He has 1 year left. So if he doesn't sign a deal, it'll be sold. Yeah, there you go. That's what I've seen as well. That basically he's only got 1 year left. So Yankuto needs to sign the new deal with City. I've seen something like before summer. He needs to basically get that deal signed with City. And then, but if he stalls it or anything like that, City just going to cut ties with Yankuto and go, no, mate, right, it's in a bit. We'll sell you. Which makes sense. I'd take Mendy and Rodrigo off them. Ferland Mendy's a good player. He's got a little bit of dodgy history, though, Ferland Mendy. I'm not sure how true it is. I'm not sure what's happened with it, but it happened a year ago, whatever it was. But he's got there's a little bit of something in there. I don't think City City's PR would be probably trying to steer away from that, to be honest. Yes, off Meta Professor again, mate. Branthwaite, long-term John Stones replacement for me. Yeah. I honestly, I think Branthwaite's sick. Now, he's getting shown up in the Prem a little bit from time to time. Do you know what I mean? He's made a couple of mistakes. So was it against Newcastle he made a mistake? And then he made a mistake a few weeks ago as well. But I do think he's a very, very, very good talent. I think he'll be sick. And I think he'd suit this City side to a T. He'd suit the City side to a T. We can't rely on John Stones staying fit anymore. At this point, mate, we can't rely on any of our defence staying fit. They all seem to be. They all seem to be injured. All of them, man. Like, and then I don't know what's going on with City. Like, obviously, last night Pep came out and said Haaland, KDB, and someone else, can't remember who it was, all asked to come off the pitch. They all said, like, yo, can't continue. They might have been gassed. I don't know, but... is it weird that I'm not sad after last night's loss? I mean, it is weird. I'm sad. As much as I'm fronting right now, I'm gutted. Kanji, I forgot about that. I'm not shy to admit I'm sad about yesterday. It's gutting, you know what I mean? It's gutting to go out to Real Madrid. Like I said before, it's gutting to go out in a situation where we got beat on penalties, not by like them coming and being the better team. As much as I'd hate to watch them come and be the better team, I'd almost prefer that afterwards to go out like that, because then you go out of it and go, we weren't good enough. But the fact is, we had chances. Do you know what I mean? That KDB chance, the Phil Foden chance. We had chances that we didn't take and ended up going out on penalties. So it just felt bad. And I said before the game, yeah. Now it's obviously these feelings are normal, innit? Now we've had a bit of a an abnormal kind of year, because we won the treble. We went out the Carabao Cup to Southampton in that treble year. No one really cares about the Carabao Cup anyway, so they just bin it off to the side. Me, I love the Carabao Cup, yeah. So don't be dissing my Carabao. Just bin that off to the side. Every other competition there hurts when you go out. So we've not had that for a long time, obviously, because we won those 3 trophies into this year. Carabao Cup again this year, no one really cares. And then you're still in these trophies, you're getting far on in the competition. The further you get in the competition, the belief comes in, and that's where it hurts more, innit? So we've been fortunate to not have to really deal with those situations, but I mean, it is what it is. You've got to feel it. It's only normal. You can't win everything forever. But yeah, Andrew W, mate, just made a very, very, very good point in the chat. Bellingham is quite dislikable. And when I say quite, I mean a lot. Like, I don't know what it is, yeah? These past 2 games have changed my perception of Bellingham completely. He is a rat. He is a ratty player. A very good player. I wouldn't say he showed any of his talents in them 2 games. Man was coming out at the end of it, giving it chest as if he carried the team. As if he carried the team to the win. Brother, you just ghosted for over 200 minutes. Didn't do anything. English Bruno Fernandes. Exactly. That is exactly it. He did nothing. He did nothing in these 2 games. In 2 of the biggest games of his career, did absolutely nothing. Yeah? And now a guy comes out and acts like he's big time, and he carried him through. And the whole time, I think he spent more time sat on the floor crying about fake injuries than he did stood up. So he's embraced the Galactico mindset. He has. So, do you know what I mean? A very good talent. Very good talent. You know what I mean? It is there. It's just, my opinion has changed in him a lot because he's a ratty player. Don't get me wrong, sometimes when you have a ratty player on your own team, you're all right for it. You're all right for it. Do you know what I mean? You kind of, you get over it. You kind of like it. It's a bit of shithousery, but he isn't. I imagine Jack Grealish, but even Jack Grealish isn't as ratty as Bellingham was. But I imagine Jack Grealish is quite an annoying player for other teams because he always gets fouled. He draws fouls. He's very good at it. But I still don't think Jack Grealish is as ratty as what Bellingham is. I was so shocked in those 2 games. So shocked. But it is what it is. That's his game. Off Meta, yes, again with a super chat. I appreciate it, bro. You know, big love, man. Massive support, and I mean, it's keeps me alive. Keeps the channel going. Yes, bro. He says, Rudiger was good last night, but I honestly think it should be illegal to wrap your arm around players. He hugged Haaland all game. Yeah, he did that. He loves doing that. he loves doing that. It's a bit of shithousery in it. Because it's basically obstruction and you're dragging the player about, but... but yeah, so sorry, I just didn't have a message there from Andrew. But yeah, that's the situation with Rudiger. They're always going to get away with that. It's kind of like, I don't know, it's the little like, it's the dark arts of football. And Fernandinho was very good at the dark arts of football, like tactical fouls here and there, bit of shithousery and that, not getting booked. But yeah, I think you are right in what you're saying. Yeah, I just don't think they'll ever police it like that. Andrew's saying you're like Argos with the little ticket machine, yeah. Number 87. That stupid Rudiger run is a liability, yeah, fact. Vinny Jr. got cut bad last night. Yeah, boy, Kyle Walker, yeah, right? Had a bit of a stinker, like, in like the grand scheme of things, but Vinny Jr. running through, Kyle Walker outpaces him, then Vinny Jr. pulls up. I was like, my goat. Also, right, another reason that I'm actually gutted about last night, I watched back our Watch Song celebrations, and it was limbs, mate. It was limbs. Now, that's like pure plastic fan bullshit, but you know what I mean? Me and Ollie in here with Freddie, it was limbs, man. It was limbs. So that's why I'm just like, oh, you should do a live bingo session with that machine, bruh, calling out all the numbers. Yeah. To be fair, something that we do have is, and it's now confirmed. I confirmed this last night with Freddie, confirmed it with Ollie. So, I don't know if you can see this, right? You probably can't see it, but it says lotto numbers for, this was Cyber Mutant, from last night. This, yeah, these are actual numbers, like it's randomly generated. I've got, how many numbers is there? Yeah, there's 5 numbers. I've got one of these tickets, yeah? I've got one of these tickets saved on my phone. Now, if someone matches the numbers to my ticket, you win a signed shirt. All you got to do is exclamation mark lotto. I think you might have to be an Xtra Club member to do it. But it puts your name to it. So if you get the winning ticket, basically, is it a ticket to Benidorm? No, it's a ticket to a signed shirt. Ticket to a signed shirt. So, exclamation mark lotto, and then you can do it once a day. You do it once a day. So in the City Extra streams, you come in, you can do it once a day, you've got a chance. Obviously, it's not a very good chance because, it's just a lotto, but you have a chance of winning. Who signs it? We've not decided that bit yet. So, who knows? That's what I mean. It could only be for Xtra Club members. I think that's the way we wanted to run it, but sometimes people, like, slip through the net. So, you have to be an Xtra Club member. But yeah, so it's basically, it's the golden ticket. So, at some point, somewhere, someone is going to win a signed shirt. And I think that's like a good incentive, man. I mean, even for people that are just coming in, you don't have to watch the whole stream. You know what I mean? Just dip in for a second. There you go. Look, Ron Wolf, Xtra Club member, does his lotto. Barlow Telly, you might have done your lotto last night. There's a lot of people that did it yesterday. I can't remember if you were one of them. But if you were, it's like a 24-hour cool-off period. I'll double-check it, though. I'll double-check like the settings in a bit to make sure that everyone has a good chance. But like I say, Ron Wolf, mate, I'll check these in a bit. But your numbers are 20, 39, 17, 14, 53. I'm going to make sure I've got it, like, on hand so that we can tell you if you won on the stream. Yeah, so... Oh, Mdopa. Yes, Mdopa. He's in. Yes, MCFC kid. Congratulations on 15 subs, mate. Good luck, man. But yeah, this is the basic thing. Every day, come in, do your lotto. I want you to win. I want you to win. We've got no space for another signed shirt. I want you to win. But yeah, so I'll double check and then I'll check these. I need to get the thing. And then that's it, mate. You've got the numbers. And then you can just be like, yeah, that's it. But other than that, chat, I think it's been a good hour of. Stupid. That is a good one. To be fair, to be signed by Scott Carson, he's the GOAT of football, mate. It's been a good stream, man. I appreciate everyone. I appreciate everyone. And it, Lotto, slip through the net. please, slip through the net. Chelsea City prediction. We'll have our predictions later on. There's going to be a Big Steve show tomorrow. Me and Big Steve tomorrow morning. Going to go get some breakfast and that. And then we're going to go, Big Steve date. Then we're going to go to we're going to go come here, record a podcasty kind of thing. I'll check that now, Create Party Time. Podcasty kind of like video with Big Steve tomorrow. We'll get Big Steve thoughts on the weekend, the week, sorry, and his thoughts coming up to the weekend and that, and what he feels. So that'd be good. So stick around for that. Tonight, in the more short term, we've got Martin from the Mancunian Way on. Looking forward to hearing his thoughts on last night and his feelings about it and stuff. So big up. That's at 7:30 tonight. This is going to automatically redirect there as well. So big up to Martin. I appreciate his time as always. So we'll be live for like an hour, 45 minutes, or whatever it is. I really, honestly do appreciate everyone joining this stream. I appreciate all the super chats and that. Like, it's been mega. We're going to do more of these probably at a similar time. 4 o'clock to 5 o'clock every day, basically. 4 o'clock to 5 o'clock every single day. We're also bringing back the phone-in show, but completely open to everyone, and it's an actual number that you ring. There's no technical annoyance about it. Do you know what I mean? If like, having to sign up to Discord or do anything, you just get your phone, dial a number. That is it. Phone-in show is going to be back, but not. It's just going to be an open call-in. We're thinking like on match days. On match day, open call-in show where if you don't support City, like we know Steve in the chat, West Ham fan, he doesn't support City, supports West Ham. If they're playing, mate, you can ring up and talk about that. It'll just be an open football discussion. Maybe like 3 hours or 4 hours before kickoff, something like that, on match days. So we're going to try that like once a week, basically. Great Party Time has said that City's CDM list is Palhinha for 55 million, Bruno Guimaraes, 100 million, Douglas Luiz, 105 million. Then of that, Yao Neves 110 million and Velair for 70 million. Yes, mate. That's a good list. I think we could probably do a whole CDM stream on it by itself. Ooh, that could go bad. It could go bad, but I'm hoping it doesn't. No, you're not getting my phone number. Good bit of coping today with this stream, says CJ Birkenhead. Yeah, coping a minute. That's all it's about. You just got to cope. It's coping with what's going on. Is the Xtra Time podcast regular episodes? Adash, mate, it's usually 2 a week. Again, it will be 2 a week this week as well. Obviously, it was in Madrid last week, so we couldn't record when I was out there because I lost my phone. I got robbed. So it's 2 episodes a week. Our podcast episodes usually release on Mondays and Thursdays, but Ollie's busy today. So we're going to record the Xtra Time podcast tomorrow ahead of Chelsea, and then we'll have a podcast recorded Sunday to be released on Monday again. So Xtra Time podcast twice a week. So you've all got all that out. You need to hang out on a 5th. Yeah, we'll get a 5th stream scheduled in soon. I need to speak to Ollie and figure out when that's going to be. But we'll get that 5th stream sorted. Sorry about the phone, mate. It's all right. I got another one. That doesn't mean I'm loaded. Insurance. Make sure you've got phone insurance. If you're going to Madrid, get phone insurance because it honestly, it bails you out massively. Yeah, so buzzing. Right, that's it. Where's this? Riku, got your numbers, mate. You're in. You're in. Appreciate you all. Go check out Mike for the Mancunian Way. Go follow him in that because he's going to be on the stream later on. Big up to Great Party Time in the chat as always. Coming with the with all the news, man. The news. I could do a transfer phone-in show. Great Party Time. Message me on a platform. Message me on a platform because I would be game for that. I'd be game for that. We could have a dedicated section of the show to you, mate. Great Party Time, transfer phone-in show. You need to transfer phone-in. Exactly. People would love a transfer phone-in, mate. People would love a transfer phone-in. Definitely. But yeah, so message me on a platform. My Twitter is @JP My Instagram is CXJordyPoddy. One of them two. Call it party time. Party time with Craig Party Time. But yeah, I'm looking at the feasibility of getting this, getting the show as well put onto a tune-up radio, so you can get like basically into radio station kind of things, so people can just listen as well as watch, which I think would be good. Our own little radio station. Yeah, so we'll have a look at that. We'll have a look at that. I love Musiala. Don't lie, Jeremy Kuhn. I know what you love. I know what you love. And it's not Musiala. Just don't call him Musiala. Pussiala. 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 Wow, Jerry, what a way to end the stream. Big up. Have to do it from work with all databases open. Yeah, that's all good for me, mate. It's all good for me. Just give me a message. Right, appreciate everyone. And I'll see you later on. 7:30 with Martin. So big up. Be there or be square. Bye.